The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective. I smell tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom. That's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Tyrannomon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just the Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Hello! Hello everyone. Hello, how are you? How are you? How are you?
I'm on the edge of my seat, ready to read.
I know, right? Yay for reading, Meg's favorite time of the week. But thank you one and all. Welcome into episode 327 of the Code Crown podcast. We are looking at Digimon Liberator once again, going into Debug 3, where we get to meet Rytaro Williams and his partner Tyrannomon.
Oh.
So
This is Chad?
This is Chad. We're gonna go dinosaur crazy. Or in his Dex case, dinosaur Stumpy.
Yay!
So I hope y'all are looking forward to that.
Please tell me Tyrannomon has a move that's something stomp.
I guess we'll find out when we get there. Because I kind of, when it came out, I kind of skimmed over it. It's on the thing, don't worry. It's all done. When it came out, I kind of skimmed over it because I knew we'd be covering it for the channel. Mm-hmm. So I really don't know. I kind of just skimmed. I didn't really do any reading beyond acknowledging its presence.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Debug 4, which we'll be doing next week. I just haven't been reading them because...
You know, you're going to go a bit more in depth here.
Well, that, and we're getting closer to them on the channel. Like, even the comic, 6-1 came out. I haven't read it yet. Because I know that... Like, we'll be covering Chapter 6, like, in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Your popcorn tastes weird.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I'm getting some of the ones that were unfinished.
Maybe. So anyway, hello everyone. My name is AJ. Joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
Hi. That's 5. Hi.
And yeah, it is a fresh new day for liberation.
Where is the Ash?
Chad, I don't know.
Where are you guys?
Yuki's late.
You better make a meme.
I better make a meme. Yuki's late.
Although knowing YouTube, Yuki's probably in the chat going, why can't I chat?
Also possible. Also possible. So what I'll do is I will oh, wrong window. You guys don't need to see the analyticals. There we go.
Analytical.
Yeah. I'll just zoom in a little so we have a bit more of it. And yeah, we'll do, as usual, we'll be covering parts 1 and 2 of Debug, because it's the whole story. And,
No point in breaking it up.
no, one thing I will say though, I'm really hoping that we actually get to see a fight finished.
Yeah, I don't want it to just do the, let's do it! Wasn't it great when we won 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Yeah, the debugs have a habit of doing that, and
Like, there's only 2 of them, but the fact that it's happened twice is kind of worrying.
Was it a trend or a coincidence? Is kind of what, I'm curious about now. Did we read Ryutaro's profile?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, before we get into... Because I don't really have any housekeeping this week. There's nothing to really...
When do you want to call next?
The week of the 23rd.
Okay,
So
we
we'll
have
have...
a week.
Yeah, so we're going to be finished. We're doing a double feature of Cross Wars this week to finish it off. And then we'll be doing Debug 4 next Sunday. Then we'll be away for a week. And then we come back. We'll do... maybe Debug 6... Sorry, not Debug. Chapter 6 on the Wednesday, just to get that out of the way. And then on Sunday, we start Digimon Adventure.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, we start Digimon Adventure 2020. And then...
You must be delighted.
Well, 2020 is going to be the Wednesday show. By the way this works out, unless we just keep Liberator on the Sunday just for continuity's sake.
Yeah.
So we'll be, if we do it that way, we'll be 6 episodes into Adventure 99 before we start Adventure 2020, which is fine because 2020 has extra episodes, so it'll balance out at some point in the universe somewhere along the line.
Well, Adventure has movies and 2020 doesn't.
There is that. So we do have like Digimon Adventure, the movie, the little short, and then we'll have, but that's it. It only has one because the other movies don't happen until after the show.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but we could watch them if 2020 extends past.
Oh yeah, it will. Like we'll still be watching 2020 when we cover when we cover War Game, and we can't watch Hurricane Touchdown until we get into 02.
Yeah.
So
can't watch the English version of the movie. So.
No. Which is finally coming out. I'm waiting for Amazon to get a listing. Currently it just says unavailable. We don't know when this will be back in. So a listing is there for it. I'm just waiting for Amazon to be like, hey, yeah, you can buy this now. And then we'll finally be able to get Digimon the movies. So that'll be really fun as a little bit of a side thing to cover. So
Hey, we've got a Rico in chat.
hey, Reiko, welcome in. So here we are, Rytaro Williams and his Tyrannomon. So
Who else was Ryotaro?
oh, who else was Ryotaro?
Or am I thinking of the big head thing? Where's the cards?
Oh God,
Yoko Taro?
Yoko
Is that what I'm
Taro.
thinking
Yeah,
of?
maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Would he be a tamer or a Digimon?
Yes.
Oh, I thought the neighbor's sitting room was completely lit up red, but there was a car with the brake lights shining in the window.
Ah. Red light district happening across the street.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But yeah, so this is him. He's wearing a vital bracelet.
He is.
And his cap is the same color as like the original brick Digivice. Ryotaro is 27 years old. And people speculate that that is because the V-Pet is 27 years old now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's a cute little wink and nod reference. Birthday, October 11th. So a little under a month from now. Deck type, Dinosaur Stompy. Ryotaro is a professional gym trainer who harbors the dream of becoming a real-life hero, which has led him to become deeply involved in bodybuilding. He finds joy in helping beginners and tirelessly travels across Lacuna to assist various players. His sense of justice only intensifies after meeting the hot-blooded Tyrannomon. With a geeky nature and extensive knowledge to boot, Ryotaro is also surprisingly the brains of the Debug team.
Ooh, not just the brawn.
Nope.
Shirtless pigs when? I mean...
And then Tyrannomon. A rough-mannered Digimon who talks big and walks the walk. It hates unfairness, making it the perfect partner for the justice-obsessed Ryotaro. It struggles with intellectual types who don't speak straightforwardly, and will hide behind Ryotaro when Winner is around. Aww! Oh, that's kind of adorable!
Winner's only like
a Winner
10 or something, right?
11,
yeah.
Yeah, so Tyrannomon is like, no, I don't like you.
Al is too smart.
Ryotaro, save me. But how is your day going, Reiko?
Have Discord been alerted of us being live?
I would hope so.
I know they got their warning, but...
I mean, Yuki's late, and Yuki's usually the one that, you know, attacks us with memes for being like 30 seconds over time.
Oh no. Those molar hurts.
Uh-oh.
I think I have an infection.
Ugh.
I assume dentists are just as expensive there as they are here.
Probably more.
Probably more.
Yeah, so poor little Tyrannomon hides behind Ryuji whenever Winner is around.
I'm gonna put a little, we're live now, everyone.
Okay.
Still feel like Yuki's on the other side of the YouTube chat fence going, let me in!
Hey, Ben. Well, how are you doing? Nothing's cheap. Except for the bakery I go to once a month. Things there are a third of the price for some reason.
Because they know if you sell things for a cheaper price, people will buy more of them.
But ingredients also cost money, so I worry about food.
It's a bakery, though.
Valid. So...
Like they have to pay for chicken. I'm not even watching the stream. You're not watching the stream.
I don't know what it is.
My computer's not on. Nothing is uploading.
Honestly, I think it's OBS. At this point, I think it's OBS. Because it's only ever the podcast that has issues.
Yeah.
When I was streaming Splatoon earlier, I was streaming to Twitch and YouTube just fine. Simultaneously. I honestly, and now it's true Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
So I honestly think the problem is with OBS regular.
Start using the other one.
Ah, Ben just finished Cyber Sleuth.
Ooh.
Very good. It'll probably be next year again I start playing Cyber Sleuth again because it'll be the 10th anniversary.
Oh.
That hurts to think about. But anyway.
Yeah. Everything's getting old.
Everything's getting old. So let's start into Debug and kind of see where it goes. So Debug 3-1.
Okay.
Room isn't the right word for this place. It's said to have walls, but no matter how hard one squints, it just seems to stretch out endlessly like a white sea. Floating all around are boxes, some large, some small, and at their center is an artificial structure resembling a D-storage, except colossal, called Avalon. If the tales are to be believed, it's a paradise where the lost will find release. This is the Garden, a top-secret location believed to exist within the EGG. It's accessible only to debuggers, and it's where their duties are assigned. It's sort of like a physical version of the software's backend, this virtual world's backyard. And here in this backyard stand two people and their partner Digimon. Yuki, a girl in an oversized white coat alongside her Impmon, a little devil type, and Rytaro Williams, dressed in a fancy black jersey, military pants, and red cap, alongside his dinosaur type Tyrannomon. With its crimson hide and chiseled muscles, the Tyrannomon almost appears to be covered in armor, and his partner is likewise in peak physical condition. God, who wrote this? The Leon fans?
Used to know Leon.
Yeah. The pair are senior debuggers, despite having joined the game following the official release, later than Yuki and Winner, who were beta testers. Okay, guys, how about we check out the mission? Said Ryotaro with his usual enthusiasm. His fiery energy reminded one of a comic book hero. Why are you...
What am I doing?
You're shrinking as I scroll.
Oh.
His fiery energy reminded one of a comic book hero, which was exactly what he aspired to be. It was clearly infectious as Yuki thrust a fist into the air. Heidi! Ryotaro gave a cheerful grin back at her. It had taken him a while to realize that this was Yuki's way of saying, all right. Tyrannomon, however, looked vexed, tilted his head, and asked in a thick, bassy voice. Bassy voice.
What is it, a fish?
Why can't you just say all right? To which Impmon, standing with its hands on its hips, at Tyrannomon's knee level, chimed in, yeah, my thoughts exactly. Digimon Liberator side story, Debug 3-1, Ryotaro. Ryotaro turned to his team for confirmation. Everyone clear? This mission's nice and simple. Yep, in short, it's a round trip, as we say in the Wild West.
A roundup.
You want to read?
No, just...
You want to read?
Say the right words.
You want to read? Do you want to read?
No.
No, well then shut up.
Say the right words then.
Yep, in short, it's a roundup, as we say in the Wild West, enthused Yuki. They had just returned from seeing Altea, the lead debugger, and had been delegated a task that the GMs would usually handle had they not been too busy. Under ideal circumstances, debuggers have to do no more than play the game just like everybody else. However, when the GMs are overloaded, the debug team act as an extra pair of hands. These are some real lowlives we're dealing with. Cheating just to get that prize. Tyrannomon's angry words provoked firm nods from the others. The task assigned to Rytaro and Co. is to deal with a sinister group of players. Though known to the debugging team for a while, their modus operandi had only recently come to light. The issue concerns a series of minor weekly tournaments held in Digimon Liberator. For comparison, the real-world equivalent in terms of scale would be a local tournament, such as a store tournament. These tournaments are structured into multiple blocks and offer prizes for winning, or even just competing. Regular in-game items are among these, but if you make it to the final rounds, you can get something extra special, like a promotional card with limited availability.
Mm-hmm.
Hitmon was equally ruffled. Blackmailing players through cheats. It's just pathetic. Blackmail was just the word. The perpetrators were a group of around 30, who had been entering the tournaments with little success. What they did succeed in, however, was identifying each block's winner. They would then set up meetings with these players and, using their cheat tool, restrict their ability to log out.
Oh, did they hack?
Yeah, they're like player killers in .hack.
You Sword Art Online them.
They would then set up meetings with these restrict their ability to log out. They would corner them and offer to remove the restriction in exchange for handing over the prize. Most frightening was that the cheat tool could shut off all means of in-game communication. It was therefore blackmail in more than one sense. Players couldn't send mail, nor use voice chat, or even go to the GM support center in the Central District of Jewel. Naturally, though, the tool had no power in the real world. Players duly turned to the IDEA customer support center, and the resulting flood of complaints caught the admin team's attention. However, the group's misdeeds did not stop at the bounds of the virtual world. Once they had obtained the prizes, they would go onto real-world social media and offer them for ludicrous prices. Scalping! Yay! Their preferred form of payment seemed to be alt art chips, and with the huge amount they were obtaining, there were plenty to share around the whole group. Even average players had become aware of the situation, and it was starting to affect tournament numbers. A vicious circle was in the offing. I can't stand seeing them get away with this. Visibly outraged, Tyrannomon turned his head skywards and let out a little burst of fire, like a short sigh.
He's like anger in Inside Out.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Wouldn't it be best to just change how the tournaments are run? Give different prizes or something? Replied Impmon, his eyes listlessly following the flames trail. If you don't change something, the fun'll be spoiled. Now the problem here isn't the prizes. But now that you mention it, what would you want them to be, Impmon? Quizzed Yuki. But her partner's response was unenthusiastic as ever. I'm not gonna rack my brains to answer that. Chances of you winning a tournament are 0 after all. Yuki hit back. Huh? Did you just say, please put me back in your D-storage? Luckily for you, that's not possible in the garden, scoffed Impmon. Say what? Okay, guys. How about we calm down a little? With Yuki and Impmon growing increasingly rowdy, Ryotaro decided to nip a potential quarrel in the bud. He always strove to keep a level head, as all grown adults should.
How old is she?
17? No, 19.
19, yeah.
Stating his policy. I know you've got fire, but keep it inside you for now. We need to stay cool. Says the guy always acting so fired up, commented his partner amusedly. Aw, that's nice of you to say, Tyrannomon, replied Ryotaro with an appreciative chuckle. And there you go again, only hearing what you want to hear.
Your Tyrannomon is kind of veering into Beetlejuice there.
Even when rebuking me, your words always improve my mood. You really are the ultimate partner. Constant boost to my motivation. It was way, way back that we first met. Back then, you were just a static illustration on the packaging for a portable LCD screen toy. I thought you were awesome even then, and now I have you beside me, in the flesh, and as my partner to boot. Who'd have thought such a dream-come-true situation was possible? It makes me insanely grateful to be a Digimon Liberator player, and a member of the Debug team at that. Ryotaro shook his head. There have been cases, but almost every time the cheater was found out and banned straight away, he explained. Most cheating tools had been developed through tampering with a D-storage, which was transferred from the real world into the virtual. These were obvious to Tails admins because they use custom firmware, which the system immediately recognized as an irregular OS.
This is really similar to that video we were watching yesterday about the chips they used to put in the PlayStations and the Xboxes.
Oh yeah.
And now the Xbox would try put stuff into it to recognize the chips.
He continued. This time, though, we don't know how they implemented the cheat, and so we don't know how they brought it into the game. There were no clues at all. All they had to go on was the complaints from players. It was unnerving, to say the least. Had the group somehow accused the internal system? Accessed. Had the group somehow accessed the internal system and rewrote the code so their tool was deemed legitimate?
Hey, Desmond.
Hey, Desmond.
You started without me. Well, apparently we started without everybody. Everybody was late except us.
Yeah, we were on time. Just what kind of cheat allowed you to prevent players from logging out or using the report function? Worst of all, there wasn't a shred of proof of a tool having been used. Aside from those players' word. This was far graver than any run-of-the-mill cheat. The cheat? Wait, no, that's Homestar Runner. Could there be a bug even?
Desmond said Tyrannomon can talk?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bassy voice.
Oh, and Grell just popped into What do you call Sebastian? Bassy.
So to sum up, we don't have any evidence that they've done wrong. Now that is a problem. Now without evidence, there's not really anything we can do, is there? Guess not. They'll just shrug us off and deny it all. Yuki and Impmon accurately summed up the situation. And Ryotaro could only agree with them. Yeah, they won't just come clean. That's one thing for sure. The perpetrators knew what they were doing was wrong, yet they would surely claim innocence all the same. Tyrannomon wanted action. If you're certain of that, then what do you suggest we do? However, Ryotaro was giving nothing concrete away yet. If their lips are sealed, we'll have to loosen them. Of course. What I'm asking is how. I have a plan. Nice. Ryotaro loved that phrase, and having directed the conversation and built up the tension just so, he delivered it with aplomb. Oh, okay. It wasn't Tyrannomon saying nice. Okay. It's his inner monologue. Okay, hold on. Let me go again then.
No, I want to pretend it was Tyrannomon.
Nice. Okay. Oh, wait, really? Let's hear it, Oh, wait, no, this is Yuki. Oh, wait, really? Let's hear it, Ryu. Having captured Yuki's curiosity, he smirked slightly, paying no mind to the exasperated head-shaking from Impmon and Tyrannomon. Remember there was a store tournament a week back? Yep, I do. Same thing went down. The winner was cornered, blocked from logging out, and forced to give up the prize. Right. And that's what led us to being assigned this mission, since that player got a picture of the name of someone involved. So, now it's on us to end this reign of terror before things reach alpha and omega levels of gnarly. Alpha and omega levels of gnarly? What's that supposed to mean? Just a little phrase my mom taught me. That doesn't answer my question. With Yuki perplexing Impmon again.
One of those was Impmon?
One of those was Impmon?
They don't make it clear.
No, they don't. Okay, hold on. Let me go again then. Right, and that's what led us to being assigned this mission, since that player got a picture of the name of someone involved. So now it's on us to end this reign of terror before things reach alpha and omega levels of gnarly. Alpha and omega levels of gnarly? What's that supposed to mean? Just a little phrase my mom taught me. That doesn't answer my question.
Omni levels of gnarly?
Omni levels of gnarly, yeah. Oh no. Oh no! I'm gonna put my head in the bucket. No! 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 With Yuki perplexing Impmon again, Ryotaro tried to get the conversation moving forward.
Hey, Yuki. We're entering the Omegaverse.
Yuki, you're late! Also, hi. Okay, hold on. Let me take a sip of my drink here.
Oh, I was here.
Liar.
That's a dub job because megas are ultimate in Japan, says Desmond. Oh, I was here. YouTube chat still hates me, so I was right. Yuki was on the other side of the fence going, "Let me in!" Just realised we are dogless.
We are. Hopefully he's asleep.
He's not downstairs eating something.
All the doors are closed, so he shouldn't be. Well, we didn't hear him leave. And we'd have heard him going down the stairs. There would have been creaks.
Okay.
Also, we have food in here. He has a one-track mind.
That's why I'm really surprised he's not in here.
Anyway. With Yuki perplexing Impmon again, Ryotaro tried to get the conversation moving forward. Basically, she means it would be as bad as it gets, and free language lesson for you. Alpha and Omega represent beginning and end in ancient Greek. The lesson fell on deaf ears. He expected as much. Okay, I don't actually care, scoffed Impmon. Okay, guys, we need to get back on topic. Now, what do you think they did once they got their hands on the prize? Ryotaro asked, turning to Yuki. I heard already. They posted a trade offer on social networks, seeking altar chips, and lots of them. Enough to get 10 secret parallels, I think. That's right, and I agreed to the offer. You what? Huh? Ryu? Really?
Oh, is he buying them?
The three others. Oh, it's the three. You what? Huh? Ryu, really? The three others expressed their disbelief and then fell silent. No one knew what to say next. Seeing their puzzled expressions, he calmly reiterated. What's there to be confused about? I saw their trade offer online and I said yes before anyone else. Blindingly bright sunlight lit the area. It was even more intense from the reflections off the vast sandy coastline, stone buildings and incessantly lapping waves. Rain never fell on Lapis Marine, nor did clouds ever cover its skies. And that was why people called it the ever-sunny seascape.
Imagine a place with no rain or clouds.
Wouldn't that be nice? It's probably the most serene spot in all of Lacuna, and attracts more tourists than any other. Ryotaro was as much of a fan as anyone, and having to come here on this mission bothered him. Of all the places to meet those crooks. After succeeding in his bid for the prize item, he'd been told to collect it at the base of Lapis Stadium Tower. It was an audacious choice for a meeting place, given that it was where the tournament had been held. Doesn't this rankle you, Tyrannomon?
Rankle you?
Why did this lush area have to be the stage for their disgusting behavior? The thought made Ryotaro's guts churn. Don't get so worked up. Our mission would be the same wherever it was. Yeah, that's a fair point. As for said mission, there were two other pairs on the team, Yuki and Impmon, plus Winner and Funbimon.
Okay.
Winner's role was especially critical. He would be the one to make initial contact with the perpetrators. He had volunteered and had set out for Lapis Marine before anyone else. Ryotaro thought it was too much to handle for a young kid, but Winner out-argued him. If you go, I can just see there'll be problems. On the other hand, they're sure to let their guards down around me since I'm a kid. So I insist. I don't remember what voice we gave Winner, so I just went with nerd.
Yeah.
It was a bit pitiful to have no counter-argument, but Ryotaro accepted he wasn't suited for the task. I know my strengths and weaknesses, and that's why I never fail. Though tender in years, Winner has a good head on his shoulders. Better than mine. And he's always been a reliable debugger, so I'll trust in him. Yuki and Impmon are also in position, close by. Ryu, I forgot to mention. Espimon messaged earlier with a warning, said Tyrannomon. Is that right, partner? What was it? If they try to run, we can't let them go towards Lapis Stadium Tower. This would have raised an eyebrow, but Tyrannomon explained immediately. They're going to test the guy who took down the rampaging NPC. See if he's cut out to be a debugger. They don't want any interference. Oh, okay, so we're looping back into with the main story. That's cool.
Okay.
Roger that, Tyrannomon. Besides, I'm sure we'll get them before it comes to that. Between Winner, Yuki, and me, we've got all bases covered. Nothing ever dampens your enthusiasm, does it? And I suppose if it does end up as a chase, I'm more than big enough to block the way. Do you know the way? All right then. Nothing left but to wait. Just another few minutes until the arranged time. To be safe, maybe I ought to recheck the area for possible escape routes. Just as he started to scan his surroundings, Ryotaro heard a low-key alert sound from his hip. It was his D-storage. Ryutaro's reaction was immediate. He checked the sender. Winner. Probably the crooks have shown up then. Yuki, Ryu, they saw I'm a kid, and it looks like they're planning to take advantage. There are a lot of them. More than 10. Please come ASAP. You have to be kidding me. What would be the point of bringing the whole group just to make a trade? It would make no sense whatsoever. They would only do that if... Realizing the situation wasn't good, Ryutaro chastised himself. I should have been the one to go. I knew it from the start. Of course, Winner would look like an easy target compared to me. He obviously has more spare time, plus they'd assume from the offer that he has tons of alt-art chips. Still, I couldn't fully believe it. His body shook with rage as he tried to process just how low these people had stooped. It's easy to forget since he's a fellow debugger, but Winner's only 11. And besides, Digimon Liberator is just a game. Realistic as it is, it's VR, not actual reality. The whole point is to enjoy ourselves. That goes especially for the younger players. To Ryutaro, their happiness was a sacred thing that he struggled to believe anyone would trample upon. What happened to knowing my weaknesses? What happened to never failing? Man, what a joke. Winner volunteered, sure, but I gave the green light. What a clown I feel like right now. This isn't how I'm supposed to do things. It's the opposite of what a superhero would have done. His self-directed rage was far from subsiding when his partner called out. Save the reflection for later, Ryu. Okay, we better get moving. Time to make amends. We've got this, partner. Oh, Yuki, stop. And then look at his art.
That's cool.
Isn't it fun?
Giving him a hug.
He's giving him a hug. Yeah. His sunglasses. They got big old sides on them.
Hmm. Oh, no, they don't.
Do they not?
No, they have skinny sides, and that's part of the logo that's on his top.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's just because the arms of the glasses kind of blend together. Yeah. Oh well. They've come to a central part of Lapis Marine urban area. Proceeding down an alley, they arrive at a nondescript plaza with no resident NPCs, nor notable architecture. It's simply a backwater part of town, one no one would think of coming to. But come they have, and now Winner, Yuki, and Ryu found themselves surrounded by a group of men. So long, Yuki. The team's partner Digimon were on standby in their D storage. As was reported, the group numbered over a dozen. One of them delivered a put-down. So what of you debuggers? Anything special about you compared to ordinary players? Nope. Your whole undercover operation thing is pretty foolish, seeing as there's nothing to investigate, chimed in another. And the mocking continued. Unless you have evidence to the contrary? Yeah, I didn't think so. The group appeared far from being fazed by Ryutaro revealing who they were. Still, he persisted. You're right. We're just ordinary players. But we'll still see to it that you're punished. Now, please, like we just told you, nothing we've done is against the rules. Ryutaro wasn't having it. They really won't see sense, huh?
12 men gathered around a small child in a nondescript alley. I think there's some rules being broken here.
Not liking where this was going, Winner slowly held up a hand to indicate his disagreement.
Tasman said, bye, Yuki. And Yuki said, it's fine, I enjoy this.
Jesus! Not liking where this was going, Winner slowly held up a hand to indicate his disagreement. Don't forget that we. I am home. Don't forget that we've agreed to a trade. We would have grounds to report you for fraud if you don't give us the item. Haven't given us the alt-art chips yet, though, have they, Aruba? One of the group turned back to address a bespectacled man wearing a suit, who had the unmistakable air of a full-time office worker. He couldn't have been far from Rytaro's age. Now that he looked at them all, they were all youngsters except for this Aruba. Aruba?
Aruba?
He was surely the leader. Aruba answered. No, they haven't. Aside from that, let's assume that you do work for the admins. Might it not be an issue if it emerged that there are undercover investigators posing as ordinary players? In fact, I think that could create quite the scandal.
Why? Why is that a scandal?
Yeah.
You're stealing from other players and selling the things in real life, and you think investigators are the scandal.
Yeah. Knew they wouldn't lie down and roll over. So they think they can get away scot-free by taking advantage of our position? That leaves one option. Say, Aruba, why don't we settle this like card gamers should? The only scandal here will be how rapidly that cockiness of yours vanishes once I beat you. Let's have ourselves a blazing hot battle, why don't we? To be continued. And that is Debug 3-1.
Yeah. He really wants to be a superhero, huh?
Yeah. It seems, I don't know, maybe it's because it's just been a while. But it seems shorter than the other part ones.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't gone through this whole thing of, whoa, look at all these cards I didn't have before. You know, it's just been very straight to the point.
Yeah.
It took a little bit of time to describe what was going on, but it didn't really do anything beyond that either. So let's swap back over to chat for a second. Okay, no, it's still just Yuki saying it's fine, I enjoy this.
Back there, Ben said I need to find how I can summon Omnimon X for Sleuth.
You can't.
Can't?
No.
No?
X antibodies aren't in that game.
Ah.
Unless you're playing like a fan mod or something. Omegamon X is not in Cyber Sleuth. So, to quote Omni-Man, that's the neat part. You don't.
Mega Man?
Omega Man. Yeah. Oh. I walked right into that. I walked right into that one.
I need a digi-hero.
So what do we think of Debug 3 so far?
I think Winner was right to go in.
Right.
He's right. They would fully take advantage of him.
Phrasing.
For their nefarious card purposes. And he, then he just calls in the big guns, but I don't understand the cheating criminal's point of view at all.
Oh God, Yuki. Yeah, I don't get the idea. Oh no, the players are going to be so upset to find out the admins walk among them.
Yeah.
Like, that's how that reads.
Yeah, or public are going to be so upset that you're investigating people
Who are, you know,
who are committing a crime in game.
yeah, the public are going to be so upset that admins are pretending to be players so that they can investigate people scamming other players.
Mm.
No, we call that the administration doing its job.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it. That was a weird take.
Mm. Quite the scandal, no.
No, not really. So I'm gonna be very curious to see how the card game segment plays out now in 3-2, but
Are they gonna just give up if they lose? Okay, Mr. Ryutaro, sir, we won't scam anybody anymore because your deck is too strong.
that is how card game anime tends to work.
Mm.
Defeat usually means one of two things. The bad guys turn over a new leaf, or they become friends with the person who beat them.
Yeah. Like, this guy has to know that the admins have, like, his details, right? Like, surely they have his location at least, or what terminal he's signed into, because you have to go to a public place to sign into this game, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's stopping Ryutaro from logging out?
Unless his D storage is somehow doing a. Does his D storage have like NordVPN built in? Did he get a NordVPN subscription? Was that his sign-on bonus?
Yeah, what's stopping him from going there in real life and picking this guy up by the scruff and, you know, and dragging him to the local police? They have police boxes in Japan, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So dragging him over to one of them with the evidence that he's doing fraud in the game.
Sorry. My brain went elsewhere. Because you were like, they have police boxes in Japan. And my brain just went, what would Japanese Doctor Who look like? As a show.
Mm. I mean, they might not have evidence, but they have players who've had items taken on them. And they know at least one of these guys' names. And they obviously know them where they're selling the items that they're stealing, because that's how he got in contact with them in the first place. So he has some real life connection with them there that he'd be able to, you know.
But now they have a name, so they just have to look for a login with that name.
Mm. Popcorn is great until, you know, after.
Oh yeah. I love popcorn, but it's when everything just gets welded to like the top of your mouth.
Yeah, and in between your teeth.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh, this isn't fun anymore.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Well,
these guys are claiming there's no evidence, but there obviously is. It fell to the floor. Oh, it's right underneath.
later then.
Surprised the dog didn't hear the piece of popcorn falling to the floor.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's just snoring.
Let me go check on him quick.
Okay.
I can get out of this room. The studio is very small.
So what about you guys? What do you think of, like, you know,
Dreaming.
doing a dream?
He's dreaming. He's all twitchy.
Good. So, what about you guys? Outside of Yuki's comments, what do you guys think of like Ryotaro and Tyrannomon so far?
I like Tyrannomon.
Or do you have like enough to go on yet to form an opinion?
I'm trying to remember how you voiced Winner back then. I know Fanbimon was quite nervous.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we went with the weird little nerd boy or the posh or.
I'll go back and re-listen to it later,
Mm.
just so I know for next time.
He's just confident this time. That's why he had a cocky nerd voice.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you're trying to scam me.
Alright, well look. Desmond says they're like Mei-chan and her partner. Only in that... What? Because they both have dinosaur names?
Who?
Ryotaro and Tyrannomon. Somehow like Mako
Are
and,
like Mako.
Mako and Mekumon. Somehow.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's debug 3-2 then. We'll just see where it goes. Oh, good. It just kind of picks up. There was no training montage between chapters. As you wish. The man in the suit, Aruba, gave an irritated shrug as he accepted the challenge. We'll stop doing what we're doing if you win. And you can even go ahead and ban us, or whatever you wish.
Oh, so they're really sticking to card game logic.
Mm-hmm. This sent a ripple of shock through his group. Some weren't sure whether he was serious, while others tried to make him see sense. What was the point of taking such a risk? However, he quietened them with a wave of his hand and went on. If I win, I'll be posting about your pathetic undercover operation online. And I may exaggerate a few details. Nothing too major, only enough to ensure a scandal and prevent you from showing your faces in Lacuna ever again. There was a short silence before the group broke into cheers. These losers are done for! No way that guy can beat Aruba! How stupid can you get? They could have just apologized!
What a cheer. They could have just apologized.
The jeering went on, and some even readied cameras to snap a memento of Debugger's imminent humiliation. Amid this, Ryotaro was addressed by a voice from his D-storage. You'll need to be careful, Ryu, said Tyrannomon, just as Aruba's battle request popped up in his partner's menu. There's no reason for him to accept this. Either he's extremely confident, or he has something up his sleeve. That much I realize, replied Ryotaro, his determined tone making it clear that no more need to be said. What's it going to be then? Do you agree to my conditions, or has that got you scared? Asked Aruba. I'm the one who requested the battle, like I'm gonna back down, said Ryotaro. Then, thrusting out a raised thumb, he declared, You're on! Yeah! Aruba made an amused expression that seemed to say, And so it begins. The stakes here couldn't be higher. Digimon Liberator side story, Debug 3-2. We can be heroes.
We could be heroes. Just for one. I don't know how that song goes.
Damn, you've really got me cornered, said Ryotaro. I thought you were up for a fight. Not becoming of a wannabe superhero to be so down in the dumps now, is it? Responded Aruba, clearly in the ascendancy. His voice was calm, but he looked uncomfortable as he loosened his tie, gazing up at the blazing lapis marine sun. Ryotaro felt a different kind of discomfort as he scanned his hand and the battle area in turn, searching for solutions. He was down to 2 security cards. With 4 cards in play, 2 Digimon, 1 each in the battle area and breeding area, plus 2 of his tamer cards. Aruba, meanwhile, had 3 Digimon, and each of them was cause for concern. 2 were the cherubic Lucemon, but these weren't Ryotaro's biggest problem. Beside them stood a Digimon who utterly dominated the field with its serene, beguiling beauty. One of the 7 great demon lords. This ultimate entity was said to have rebelled against God. It is aligned with the Morning Star, possessing both holy and demonic aspects.
Look how God is in bunny ears.
Lucemon, Chaos Mode, or Fall Down Mode for the Japanese version. From Booster 18. With its, yeah, it'll do. So, 13,000 data points, a play cost of 13, or a digivolving cost from level 4 of 8. But if it digivolves from another Lucemon, it costs 6.
Okay.
On play, when digivolving, your opponent may delete one of their Digimon or Tamers. If this effect didn't delete, recover 1 from your deck, or recovery plus 1 to the deck, and trash your opponent's top security card. During all turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, by trashing your bottom security card, it doesn't leave.
So if someone beats it, you get rid of a security card, it comes back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so your opponent may delete one of their Digimon or Tamers. So if they opt not to delete anything, you get 1 card back into your deck.
Okay.
Which is fun.
Yeah, I was wondering why it said may, as if it's like, you have to ask them politely.
Yeah, sometimes that's just how card games work. With its aptly named Dead or Alive effect, which activates on play and when digivolving, it forces the opponent to either delete a Digimon or Tamer card, or to trash a security card. Aruba was delighted. How very rich. Someone who's obviously a delusional Digimon lover, opting to sacrifice an ally rather than take that hit himself. And even still, my Lucemon has you down to just 2 security. You're a real... began Ryotaro, but his comeback was cut short by a low voice from his battle area. Keep it cool, Ryu. No need to get riled up. A call for calm came from Ryu's partner. It wasn't the usual Tyrannomon. Instead, there was a Digimon who had fought many more battles, proven by its numerous scars, notably across the eye and the intense hue of its ashen hide. Master Tyrannomon! You made the right decision. There was no way you could let him recover, was there? Master Tyrannomon was right. Choosing to trash a security card would have let Aruba add a card to his security stack with Lucimon's recovery effect. That would have made winning harder for Ryotaro, since his deck relied on wiping out the opponent's security with a swift onslaught. You did that because you know the threat posed by your opponent, and what you have to do to win. Your judgment is solid, and that's why we're willing to put our lives on the line for you, continued Master Tyrannomon. Its words backed up by a reassuring nod from Tyrannomon in the breeding area.
Are they a hive mind?
The deck seems to be, yeah. Okay, guys, have no fear. I'm about to kick ass as always. Enthused Rytaro, nodding back. But first, I need to stop getting my own hide handed to me. It's just not my style, so what say we go on the counteroffensive, partner? You got it, growled Master Tyrannomon, homing in on Aruba's security stack. I'm attacking, so I activate my Tamer card's effect. Master Tyrannomon evolves into... Rytaro Williams, play cost of 3. If your opponent has a start at the start of your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. During your turn, when one of your Digimon with Tyrannomon in its name attacks, by suspending this tamer, that Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name, or the Dinosaur trait in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Security effect, play this card without paying the cost. The effect in question can be activated when a player attacks with a Digimon that has Tyrannomon in its name, and allows a Tyrannomon or Dinosaur Digimon to digivolve into a card in the hand, with the cost cut by 1. Oh, okay. The sands of Lapis Marine were dyed a glowing crimson, as a flaming pillar arose where Master Tyrannomon had stood, and then, imperiously, clawing its way out of the pillar, emerged an enormous dinosaur. Dynamon!
Damn.
Look at him, he's a big boy. Look at his little cheer.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Has he even got the V-Pet lock as like a muscle band? But yeah, he big.
Band? Like around his arm?
Yeah.
Or? To me, it looks like he's holding that in his hand.
No, see, his hand is here.
Ah.
And that's
The
his
flames
claw.
are. Oh, that's his claw. Okay. I did not see that. Sorry.
Did you think he had like even really teeny tiny dinosaur hands?
Maybe.
Meg silly.
It's a bit clearer there because they're a different color than the flames.
And we have a mistranslation already.
Oh.
We'll see when we get there. Its stony body emitted its stony body emitted waves of heat, and the very air shimmered as if melting. Raising its fist armored with fiery plating, it gave the impression of a walking volcano as it roared. This roar also summoned a searing shockwave, and a Lucimon was struck and deleted. This was Dynamon's when digivolving effect. To top everything off, the newly digivolved Digimon had security attack +1, and so it took down 2 security cards, leaving Aruba with 3.
Dinosaur.
Yep. So which is, I think the card has it wrong. Because I think it's meant to be like dynamic, rather than just dinosaur monster. Then again, it is also Digimon, so it could very well just be dinosaur monster.
Yeah. Possibly.
But
Isn't there a Dinosaur?
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be a bit weird to have a Dynamon and a Dynasmon.
This is the same series that has Regulumon and Regulusmon.
True.
And various other similarly named monsters. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So 13,000 data points. Play cost of 13, Digivolve cost of 5 if evolving from a red or green. What the cost is 4 if digivolving from a Tyrannomon in name or with dinosaur trait. security attack +1, and fortitude ability. On play, when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. Then delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest data points. On your opponent's turn, while this Digimon is suspended, all of your opponent's Digimon can only attack the suspended Digimon.
Okay. But what's fortitude then? Is that kind of like that thing in Pokemon where you think you've defeated a Geodude and they still have 1 HP?
Sturdy. The card is right. That's rude. So it is just Digimon just being Digimon then. That's rude.
Where lose their feet?
I will ask chat. Chat, what is the fortitude ability? Drop it into the chat there. Great! Looking epic as always, Dinomon. I prefer Dynamon as a name.
So this is Dinosaur Stompy deck. It's
Yeah.
gonna be Dinomon.
Yeah, also that.
Stompy ability.
Don't think any of this is for show. What you see is the result of my long quest for ultimate strength. Oh wait, hold on, that's Tyrannomon. Don't think any of this is for show. What you see is the result of my long quest for ultimate strength. As the two continued their casual conversation, Aruba sighed disgruntledly. Well, I'm sweating, but only from the heat. Another big body changes nothing. Now, Lucemon. To start off his turn, Aruba activated Lucemon's effect, discarding a card to force Rytaro to decide between trashing one of his own security or letting Aruba recover. I choose to trash a security card, he declared, this time with no hesitation. You what? Said a shocked Aruba. Similarly, Yuki, who had been intently following every move, let out a gasp. For real, Ryu? You seemed insistent on keeping your security, even sacrificing that Digimon. Aren't you worried about being attacked directly? Ryutaro shrugged this off. No sweat, I know my partner's got this, and then revealed another of Dinomon's effects. While it is suspended, all opposing Digimon must target a suspended Digimon when attacking. Though down to one security card, this high data point wall ensures Ryutaro won't be attacked. Emboldened, he issued a provocation. Hope you had fun playing God, Aruba, because now I'm turning up the heat. What have you got? Frowning, Aruba looked up at this monolithic new combatant, then cast his eyes downward. As I said, one extra big body changes nothing, he said, giving a wicked smile, and letting out a callous laugh. It's time to digivolve, Lucemon.
Sorry, my brain just pictured him going, ah!
You've no further need of those white wings. Responding to these words, Lucemon Chaos Mode went down onto its knees.
Kinky.
Holy and demonic ceased to be imbalanced, and with a gathering of light particles, it turned into a monstrously huge, abyssally black dragon. Above its head floated 7 crowns, signifying that its status had surpassed even the demon lords. This was the Dragon of Revelation, Lucemon Satan Mode. Wow. Fall Down Mode doesn't make it into the English card game, but Satan Mode does.
Yeah. Can't have a nun with a gun.
Yeah, but we can't have a nun with a gun.
You can have Lucifer Satan mode, but not a nun with a gun.
Like he has a name in the dub, in the Western version. He has an English name. You think after watching like Cross Wars and
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to rack my brains to see if I know it as well, but I do not.
the other thing he turned up in. Oh, Frontier.
Mm.
God, I forgot about
That
Frontier.
piece of crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Your brain blocked it out.
Oh, so in English, his dub has 3 different names.
Mm.
Lucemon Shadow Lord mode, Lucemon Wild Second mode, or Lucemon Satan mode.
Okay.
I always thought that had a different name again. Wild Second mode. What a stupid name.
Mm.
Shadow Lord mode comes from the old Digimon card game.
Okay.
Wild Second mode comes from the Detector toy, so the Western Frontier Digivice toy,
Okay.
and comes from Digimon Fusion. So the Cross Wars dub.
Mm.
But it was called Satan mode in Cyber Sleuth.
Game, they can get away with it there.
Yeah, but it was just called Lucemon SM for short.
Lucemon S&M, huh?
Pinky. So, anyway, Lucemon. That is good art.
Mm.
That's Sasaki doing it is. Okay. They blur out the artist names on the novel cards, which is kind of gross, but they leave
Yeah, they
in,
still made the art.
yeah, and they keep their own copyright on the border.
Desmond said Lucemon wild sex mode.
YouTube
YouTube didn't like that.
No, YouTube didn't like that.
The ability to create it to increase defense.
Okay.
Mm.
So, Lucemon Satan mode. 16,000 data points. 16 cost to play normally, or 6 if digivolving from a purple Digimon. Also a cost of 6 if digivolving from Lucemon Chaos mode, so okay. When digivolving, by playing one Lucemon larva from your trash to your empty breeding area, without paying the cost, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers.
Okay.
At the end of all turns, once per turn, trash your opponent's top security card. If this effect didn't trash, delete one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers.
Damn.
Yeah! That's why they put Rytaro in such a bad position once the game started.
Mm.
For this.
Yuki said when a Digimon with Fortitude is deleted, if it had any Digivolution cards, it can be played again for no cost.
Oh, that's fun.
Also, Yuki said, fan fact or fun fact, Tyrannomon was called Dinosaur when it first appeared in V-Jump.
Ah. So the name is like a throwback.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Dino and Dyna does sound similar in Japanese, but Dinoman seems to be what the English is going for. Mm. You drop more popcorn.
No. Okay. Two monstrous reptiles in the battle area faced off, but ultimately they did not clash. Lucemon Satan mode's effect played a Lucemon larva from Araba's trash to the breeding area, and thus deleted an opposing Digimon.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
I don't like that it's a larva. Lucimon's an insect.
So, 0 data points. A play cost of 6.
Mm.
If this triggered as a security card, you may play 1 Lucemon from your trash without paying the cost.
Okay.
Interesting wording there is that it just says 1 Lucemon.
Mm.
Not like the Ryutaro card that says 1 with Tyrannomon in its name.
Mm. So, like, you can't say, like, Satan mode straight away.
Mm.
Has to just be basic.
Yeah. Breeding all turns. When any of your Lucemon Satan mode would leave the battle area, by moving this Digimon to the battle area, they don't leave. All turns. Well, while you have a non-white Digimon with Lucemon in its name, yes, there's the specific wording, none of your 0 data point Digimon can be deleted. So the Digimon cards, you probably noticed, they're broken up by color.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So that's why it says non-white Digimon.
Mm.
Because the other Lucemon is purple.
Mm. So if you have Lucemon Satan mode,
Yeah.
hanging out, and you have one of those larvae in the battle area,
Yeah, in the breeding area.
yeah, but if you move it to the battle area,
Yeah,
your Satan mode just stays there.
he just stays there, yeah.
Right.
And then...
And then because Satan mode is there, you also can't delete these guys.
Exactly.
Right. So
Well
you're kind of
done.
caught in a loop there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go you. Dinosaur was struck by Gehenna, the abyssal dragon's diabolic orb. It raised its armored fists in resistance, but to no avail. The hellish flame's force was too great. Silence reigned until Aruba, could no longer contain his delight. His stuttering laugh of mockery grew louder until he was in full flow. Oh, you must have thought you had me. You bet everything on that Digimon, and now it's no more. Truly a sorry sight. Ryutaro made no response as his opponent bent backwards in a derisive pose and continued with his increasingly childish remarks. He's a JoJo character.
Bent backward in a derisive pose.
Mm.
So I'm just picturing him doing like a JoJo pose
Yeah.
now, where he's all bent onto the floor.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Like, there's no other way to picture him.
No, there's not. Just so you know, you irritated me from the start. Oh, this is still him.
Mm.
Just so you know, you irritated me from the start. Your whole hero act, even though you're only some random player. Give me a break, would you? What? And let you get away with all of the bad things you've done? As if you could pin that on us anyway, with 0 evidence. And even if we were forced from Liberator, there's no shortage of childish games where we could go and do the same thing. Leaving the loudest laugh for last, Aruba then pointed judgingly at Ryutaro. You're going to lose either way. But I want you to realize concepts like justice and evil are simply nonsense. These words finally drew a reaction from the downcast Ryutaro. He looked up and gave his adversary a sharp glare. Something to say? Glaring won't win you the battle, said Aruba, somewhat flustered. I have to hand it to you, said Ryutaro, narrowing his eyes before bursting into a genuine smile. You're one tough opponent. What? Aruba practically shrieked, hardly able to believe his ears. What?
I'm just picturing Ouchie from
Ace Attorney?
Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
In just his regular suit.
Mm.
That is Ouchie, isn't it?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
or is it Pain?
Pain.
Pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ouchie-
Ouchie is the older.
Yeah, Ouchie's the ancestor.
Yeah.
I assumed you cheated since you had no shot in those tournaments, but you've shown beyond doubt you have skills. Now I'm even more pumped up. What babble is this? Sorry to say you were close, but no cigar. Ryotaro gave a mischievous grin as he explained. That's certainly a nice effect your Lucimon has. Must have felt good to force those choices on me. But if a tamer lets his ego swell, it never ends well. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Ryu. Just then, the Gehenna in Satan Mode's hands began to radiate, and from inside burst forth an arm. It was that of a scorching dinosaur, emerging as if from the flames of hell itself.
Ooh.
Gehenna shattered, and the Dynamon came roaring back into the battle area, courtesy of its fortitude effect.
Ah.
Deleting Dynamon doesn't get rid of it, explained Ryotaro. That doesn't make much sense, Ryu, commented Yuki. Undeterred, he continued. And what's more, it raises hell when it revives. Dynamon activated the same on-play effect from earlier, this time with Lucimon Satan Mode as the target. However, Aruba had a failsafe. I used Lucimon Lava's effect, sending it to the battle area and stopping the deletion of my Satan Mode. He had kept Satan Mode in play by the skin of his teeth. Yet, this was more than just a defensive play. Aruba spoke again, in a combative tone that hinted he'd rediscovered the path to victory. Or, at least wanted to appear as if he had. I'll teach you to get cocky. Now, for Lucimon Satan Mode's turn-end effect. Ryotaro was stripped of another security card. And yet... Big deal, he said, not appearing fazed in the slightest. Aruba surely thought he had his opponent on the ropes. But he was met with more fighting words. Okay, guys, no more defense. We're gonna have to go in fists flying. Beginning his turn, Ryotaro declared his opening 1-2 punch. I move Tyrannomon from my breeding area to my battle area and attack. Then, with my Tamer card, I evolve it into Master Tyrannomon. So this is Master Tyrannomon.
Okay. He just gray, angrier Tyrannomon.
Uh-huh.
I take it those are the scars they were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
They are stripes.
No, I see his chest.
Mm.
He's got a big old X.
Mm.
And I think his other eye is missing, but I might be confusing that with another Tyrannomon.
Okay.
But I think his eye on the...
Did we ever meet that one-eyed Elecmon in the intro to whatever show that was? Remember the Elecmon sitting on a rock or something, and it only had one eye? It was in the intro of one of the shows. Possibly Frontier.
Oh. Was that not the I don't remember it only having one eye, but was that not the Elecmon that saved the school?
Hmm.
That was the one no, did Tsunomon turn into Gabumon? Or did he turn into Elecmon?
I'm sure. No, I remember him like it was like a tribe of Elecmon. He was like the leader one.
Oh.
You remember that? You know what I'm talking about? Just the one eye thing just reminded me. Possibly in the intro to Frontier, I'm not sure.
Might have been Frontier, because that would be a recent thing. And I don't recall us meeting a tribe of Elecmon in Frontier, so maybe not.
We'll have a look after this.
Oh god, we have to open up the Frontier intro?
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Anyway. So, 8,000 data points, play cost of 8, or 4 if digivolving from a red or green, 3 if digivolving from a level 4 with Dinosaur in its traits.
Okay.
also has Fortitude.
Mm.
On play, when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. Then, if this Digimon is suspended, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 data points or less.
We're stuck in an infinite loop.
Mm-hmm.
Neither side can be deleted.
Well, this can delete the larva.
But the larva can't be deleted. Because it's the Satan mode is there.
Oh yeah, none of your could be deleted. I thought it meant. I thought that just said attacked, which would delete it. I thought it meant deleted by battle, but no, okay. Interesting. Yeah, so we're just gonna loop back on each other. This is gonna be fun. With Master Tyrannomon's when digivolving effect, he suspended Araba's Lucemon, and he wasn't done yet. With the effect of my other Tamer card, I'll digivolve once more. What was moments ago a Tyrannomon was now a Dynamon, all thanks to the cost-reducing ability of Ryutaro's Tamer card. I'll then delete your suspended Lucemon with my when digivolving effect. What? Really? Faced with the two bellowing Dynamon, the situation was dawning on Araba. He scratched his head feverishly. Taking into account the effect from Dynamon's Digivolution card, there'll be 3 security checks. Oh, sorry. Nope, that's it. Taking into account the effect from Dynamon's Digivolution card, there'll be 3 security checks, Ryutaro informed him. Gah! Strike back, Lucemon Satan mode! The Dragon of Revelation appeared from the security, confronting Dynamon. It appeared insurmountable with its 16,000 data points. However, we need to account for Tyrannomon's... Is that? No, okay, this is Ryu. Okay. We need to account for Tyrannomon's start of your main phase effect, which boosts Dynamon's data points from 13,000 to 16,000. And there's another 2,000 from its Digivolution card's effect. That adds up to 18,000. So that's the inherited effect. No. Does this mean I'll lose? Sorry, Araba. We'll be getting through unscathed. Wait, is there... Araba looked on blankly as his revelatory card faded. He cast a fixed gaze at his hand, then turned feverishly to his trash, and then back. Perhaps he believed there was something that could save him. But there was not. Lucemon! He sighed, staring at the Chaos Mode card in his hand. For a second, it seemed to have given him a censoring smirk, showing its disappointment in the Tamer who was about to be brought to justice for his misdeeds. As Araba let his card slip from his hand, Ryutaro had some final words for his deflated opponent. You know, Araba, you have a point. Justice and evil may be nonsense, but there's still times when you have to follow your gut and accept there's a right and wrong. You called Liberator childish, and yeah, a lot of kids do play it. With this, Ryutaro thought back on his own adventures with Digimon as a boy. But that's all the more reason for the adult players to set the right example. So come on, partner. Let's show we're the heroes and they're the villains. Cringed.
Yeah.
Having returned from Hellfire with its fortitude, Dynamon gave confirmation before going in for the finisher. All right, Ryu! The dinosaur's inner fire was so intense as to dye its stony hide crimson. Justice prevails! Declared Ryutaro, just as his final attack landed. We're freezing your account, and those of the other main members. For the others, it varies. It's mostly severe warnings and tournament suspensions. It was bedlam after Ryutaro's victory over Araba. Having reported to the GMs and obtained the requisite in-game permissions, the debuggers set about rounding up the group of wrongdoers, with Winner and Yuki much quicker to get the hang of the steps involved. The man of the moment found himself sidelined. Okay, guys, what can I say? I'm no spring chicken. Might as well let you handle them. It was just Aruba he had to take care of. Already detained, he showed no emotion as he was informed of his punishment. So, you had the GMs transfer you their powers. Not much chance of escaping from that, I suppose.
Oh, no, that's Aruba.
Oh. So, you had the GMs transfer you their powers. Not much chance of escaping from that, I suppose. Still, it would never have occurred to me that you'd use a battle to buy time. Oh, that wasn't the idea at all, said Ryutaro. And anyway, you were free to refuse. As I said, what you debuggers are doing irritates me, said a glowering Aruba. I suppose your whole hero act went just as you'd have wanted, although it's just as childish as this game. Not responding, Ryutaro pressed some buttons on his D-storage, after which a little electric beep came from Aruba's. You messaged me. This is a spare Liberator account of mine. I won't need it, so use it as you like. Play some online battles if the mood strikes. But why would you? Before the flustered Aruba could finish, he was offered a hand by Ryutaro. That was an intense match, and I'd like another. You've got to admit, games can be a blast when you put your soul into them. Seemingly perplexed, Aruba gave a tut, and then looked aside. I've had enough of your nonsense. Just go away already, he said. Sure thing! Let's go again any time, replied Ryutaro. And with that he made his way back to Tyrannomon and the others. Well, Tyrannomon, I bet that must have tuckered you out. Still, we've come all the way to the coast, so let's take a little swim, said Ryutaro. Not a bad idea, but it turns out that... Ryutaro gave a curious grunt as he turned to face where his partner's claw was pointing. It was Winner, speaking to someone on his device. He promptly closed it as he noticed the two. Make sure there's something here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what you need when you put your Tsunomon to Gabumon. If it's Frontier, we don't remember unimportant stuff. Did they blur the name, or is the quality just bad so you can't see it? Possibly that as well. This is why you need Lucy. Oh, thanks for the hard work, Ryutaro. Unfortunately, we've been summoned by the GMs, he said coolly. Don't tell me that means... they're not happy with how we carried out the investigation, to say the least, reported Winner. God, no way! Tyrannomon looked on bemused as his partner seethed in frustration, looking up to the sky with his hands on his head. Although Ryutaro is usually so unreliable, his Digimon knowledge really is second to none. I won't disagree with you there. Darn straight. And when the going gets tough, his whole hero thing is actually quite convincing. Ryutaro had been praised quite highly by his teammates during the battle. But let's not share that just right now. And so, with the sea breeze cooling its battle-worn body, Crimson Dinosaur looked back over another day in Lacuna. End. These cards are still under development. There may be differences with the finalized product.
You think?
Hey, so that brings us to the end of Debug 3. Next week will be Debug 4.
Yeah.
Get to meet the Ice Lady.
Ew. The battle didn't...
It was kind of boring.
It didn't exactly end either. It was just like, hey, he's really powerful. The end.
Yeah,
They didn't hit the cards. They didn't explain how Digimon, like, say, because we had just figured out that Satan mode stays on the field if the larvae stay on the field, and the larvae can stay because of Satan mode, so they just both don't get deleted.
Yeah.
So how did they get out of that? And then with Fortitude, the other ones don't get deleted, so that's an infinite loop. I don't know how they got out of that.
Is there...
Was it just like a Splatoon battle? Where,
the 2 energy blasts just kept going?
No, I was gonna say, you know, like...
Queen Beemon's card was slightly different. Really? Outside of the color change?
You know how sometimes when they're very evenly matched, the system just goes, here, you have the other 1%. Yeah, that wasn't.
It wasn't great.
No.
I was.
Wasn't
I don't mind cringe, right? I'm okay for cringe, but the battle itself just seemed kind of boring.
Yeah. It was just who can fight bigger, but you know we couldn't see it, so. I feel like you need to have smarter battles in a novel than more ones that would be more visual. Makes sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, well he's from another anime, definitely. Where he thinks he is a superhero. He's walked in from My Hero Academia. No, I meant the color change. Okay. Light art adjustment?
I have to go and look at the 2 versions side by side again.
Probably because of your hatred for Frontier.
Yeah, I'm just kind of... Man, that was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite debug so far.
No, the villain was a bit...
I mean, for Ryutaro, who is a very shonen, hot-blooded hero archetype, him having a snooty, haughty villain to go against makes sense. Kind of tropey.
But having him go up against a salaryman scammer is a bit... I don't know. And then the fact that the scammers just went, oh, okay, you won the battle. You win and we'll stop doing it. The NPC was more interesting.
The bit I didn't like, and I saw it coming, but it doesn't mean I had to like it, was he brought Aruba to justice, told him his account would be suspended or frozen, and they were going to investigate how they were doing the hackings and whatever.
Oh, and then
Ryutaro just gave him another account.
Yeah, like, you're evil, but here, let's play sometime.
Yeah.
Like that...
what's to say that Aruba won't just do it all over again?
Yeah.
Like, he had a bit of his tsundere, you know, not like I like you or anything, baka moment. But otherwise it was just kind of meh. So yeah, hopefully Debug 4 is better, but I do like that there was oh yeah, the Elecmon with like the he's got like a jacket and he's missing an eye, and no, I don't remember that from Frontier at all, unless he was on the moon. But I don't remember any of
It's
that.
very grassy to be the moon.
No, I know, but
It's in the ending, not the opening.
do you think his missing eye is in a human somewhere?
Oh god. I hope not. I'm just gonna get a screenshot of him for that so they can see what I'm talking about.
You know you could save those pictures, right?
Picture, it's a thumbnail in a YouTube video.
Oh, did you not find that through Google Images?
No,
Oh, well then.
it was YouTube I showed you.
Sorry.
Yeah, this chapter wasn't.
Yeah, sorry for being so silent. I just don't really have anything to say about it, one way or the other.
Yeah. It was fine, but I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as the other ones.
No.
And maybe it's because with Queen Beemon, we just had a big, huge, overwhelming attack. And now we have big, giant, fiery dinosaur overwhelming attack.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just too... I don't want to say it's too samey, but... Because the way Winter did it was more strategic.
Yeah. I am glad, though, that... Because this was something we were worried about with the Winter chapter, was... The debugs were all going to follow this, like, formula of... Oh, I've never seen these cards before. How did they get into my deck? This is like what happened to the bugger from last chapter.
Yeah.
I'm glad, like, Ryutaro just had his cards. There was no, hey, I've never seen this before. What does this do? Because you risk then getting into, like, very samey, formulaic territory with them. Where I think, like, the battle between Dinosaur and Lucimon Satan Mode was just underwhelming.
Yeah, like it was built up and, you know, we know it was a gigantic fight because gigantic dragon versus gigantic dinosaur. But yeah, I feel like that would be more... That would have been better in, like, an anime or a comic panel. And it kept using... that word, the darkness of Lucimon's orb or whatever, abyssal. And I was like, did you Google all the kind of, you know, descriptive words?
The edgy descriptive words, yeah.
I posted that in the Frontier thread.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a column to catch up on.
Okay.
And it's tied into chapter 5.
Oh, the week-long maintenance?
This is the email that went out to players when the game got shut down.
Okay. Won't be too long then.
Well.
Oh, jeez.
I'll try and make it quick, but
I'm not complaining, but also I'm not complaining that we have to read it. I'm more so complaining about what a email to receive
yeah.
from a game, because nobody's gonna read that.
No, but it's like
And
emails that you get in real life from companies. You're just like, no, I tuned out. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. So people aren't gonna read it, and then they're gonna complain about everything that happens, even though it was an email.
So, column 9, notice of extensive maintenance. Thank you for playing Digimon Liberator. This is a notice from the Digimon Liberator admin team regarding an upcoming period of extended maintenance. In order to implement a major content update containing new content and bug fixes, we are planning to take the server offline to perform maintenance. During this downtime, it will not be possible to play or log in to Digimon Liberator. We request that all players log out at least 10 minutes before the scheduled maintenance time to ensure that no data loss occurs. We also request that all players take note of the scheduled maintenance times below. Maintenance commences at XXOO,
Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.
Kiss Kiss Hug Hug at 2200, and then maintenance ends Kiss Kiss Hug Hug at 1400.
They couldn't have just slapped a date in there.
No, makes it too real.
They didn't have to put a year on it.
No. We understand the 160-hour plus duration of the maintenance will inconvenience many players and hope for your cooperation. Please also be aware that maintenance may end shortly before or after the scheduled time. Thank you for your understanding. The maintenance update will consist of the following. New cards and packs. Players can now scan cards from newly released Digimon card game products into Digimon Liberator and acquire them in-game. By scanning a newly released card with a D storage, it will become acquirable via new in-game card packs and battle rewards. Amendments to the in-game rules. Since Digimon Liberator launched, it has followed the same rules as the Digimon card game with an identical list of banned and restricted cards. However, there have been game balance issues due to interactions between existing cards and cards unique to Liberator, such as tamer cards obtainable through ability items. We have therefore decided that Digimon Liberator requires its own list of banned and restricted cards to preserve game balance. This list will be modified as needed rather than at a regular timing, according to factors such as the state of the metagame. Please take this into account when building decks. All areas within Amethyst City, the Sky Spire corridor, are now unlocked. Initially, only certain areas were accessible within Amethyst City, the Sky Spire corridor.
Yeah, meat. Amethyst. So I'd say that.
Yeah, tomato, potato.
Yeah.
This includes new Amethyst City shops, which we hope will prove useful. In the future, the city will also have exciting main scenario content and battle events against NPCs who use purple cards.
Okay.
Additional new NPCs and quests in each area. Many more NPCs and quests will be added to existing areas. This includes supremely difficult conditional battles and major quests that form extended arcs. We welcome players who have grown confident in their abilities to try their hand at these. Additionally, NPCs named Hide Men will begin appearing in each area. Find these elusive characters to receive rare items and card packs.
Hide Men.
Because they're hiding.
Yeah.
And you have to hunt them. There is a surprise waiting for you if you find all of them. We hope you are up for the challenge. 5. New feature. Communicate.
Oh. Don't I?
New feature. Communicate with partner Digimon in your D storage. Until now, it has only been possible to communicate with your registered partner Digimon when it has been summoned. Following a successful test with a select number of users, a feature enabling players to speak to Digimon in their D storage will now be made available for everyone. You can chat with your partner Digimon at any time and enjoy a greater sense of adventuring together. Bug fixes. No. No, he's not allowed in here. Sit. Sit.
Here, fetch that piece of popcorn. Dogs eat popcorn?
I wouldn't chance it. Maybe too salty.
Peace.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, bug fixes.
Mm.
1. Adjustments and fixes for a number of NPCs that have been acting erratically. We have received reports from a large number of players that certain NPCs in various locations have been acting erratically. While the cause of this bug has been identified, it has been determined that it will be difficult to implement an immediate fix, and that it will take time to address it fully. There is a high likelihood that we will need to continue to work on this issue even after the upcoming maintenance period has ended, so we plan to actively carry out updates and implement a solution over a longer timescale even after service has resumed. 2. Quest progression issues for some players. Following the game's release, some players have experienced issues with certain quests, such as the quest not progressing or necessary NPCs not appearing. We will implement a fix for these bugs, but the quests that could not be progressed will need to be reset once the maintenance period ends. Any bit or items acquired from these quests will be lost, and players will need to restart them from the beginning. We extend our apologies to all of our players and thank you in advance for your understanding.
Second, trying to eat what's under your foot.
No. Stay. No, because then he gets to get in here and there's not
No,
enough
just
room.
let him eat that bit, and then I'll lump it that way.
She spoils this dog.
Not as much as his parents.
Mm,
Look at it this way: if he eats that, we don't have to vacuum.
that's... You're not allowed to have pets.
I've had pets.
No, you're not allowed to have more.
Eat it. Go on. Let him have it. It's a bit of popcorn. Poor dog. Poor doggo. Go on.
No, not poor doggo. Nope.
No, I can't get a picture without getting your feet. Yeah, go on. Out.
Out. Go.
To bed.
Spoils him.
He's on vacation. You can eat 2 pieces of popcorn that somebody carelessly threw on the floor.
I did not carelessly throw them. They dropped.
He's cleaning up your mess.
I was going to clean them when we were done. Why you got to embarrass me like this? There will be some domestic violence after the stream.
You know that means I hit you, right?
Turnabout domestic violence.
Yeah.
Now.
I don't even know where I punched there.
Not me, hopefully. Anyway.
Card effects.
Card effects not functioning correctly. Some card effects, such as delay effects, are not activating properly during battles with NPCs and between players, even when the necessary conditions have been met. The effects of any affected cards will be fixed during the maintenance period. A list of the fixed cards will be available on the in-game D-storage once maintenance has been completed. Invalid user data. Following the game's launch, we have identified multiple instances of invalid user data. In cases where the cause has been determined, suitable measures such as implementation of fixes or suspending of accounts will be taken. If any players are suspected of fabricating data, they may be subject to inquiries from the GM and development team once maintenance has concluded. Notifications will be sent to your D-storage after the maintenance, so please ensure that you check it.
You might be in trouble.
Final remarks. The above forms the bulk of what will be implemented and addressed during the upcoming maintenance period. Ever since the initial launch of this service, we have received lots of different thoughts and opinions concerning Digimon Liberator, and the GMs and development team take each and every one of these very seriously. Maybe not the trolls. We will work hard to provide new in-game experiences and make the game even more enjoyable to play. So we hope everyone continues to have fun playing Digimon Liberator.
Can Bandai and Toei come together and make this game a reality, please?
Right? It's weird getting the in-game like maintenance updates when we don't have an in-game to be affected by this. And because it was a comic, we didn't experience this not being available for 160 hours.
Yeah.
Unless we did.
Or technically, there's like a week between.
That's
games.
what I mean, yeah. So technically we went through it, but it's not the same.
No.
It's not the same thing.
Can we just have the game, please? Doesn't have to be VR freaking, I don't know, teleporting into the actual game.
Hey Jackie, good to see you.
Hey Jackie.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Camera really only likes one of your arms. Weird.
Yeah, I wonder if I put it back a bit. There we go.
I wish there was a way to like set you in place so that when you like move back a little bit, the model doesn't get really small.
Yeah, I've been playing with this software a bit more, and while it's great in some areas, like for this stuff, when it works,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the full suite of what it offers. I don't know. There is stuff like that. I do wish that when I leaned back, I didn't go, all the way back here and become tiny.
Yeah.
It picks me up better, sure.
A small AJ.
But
Like if you would just lean, like the way you lean forward, if you just lean back like that instead of your whole body shrinking.
yeah,
That would make much more sense.
like Magic Mirror or VC Face.
Mm.
So yeah, there are parts of this where I'm like, and you can't add props in.
Mm.
So I couldn't like attach things to the model while using this software.
Yeah.
So as much as I like it, it is kind of like,
And Magic Mirror's hand thing leaves a lot to be desired.
yeah.
Can't pick them up at the best of
I
days.
nearly flashed the chat.
Oh. I downloaded some of my clips from Twitch, and in one of them, I definitely flashed the chat. I was like, okay, that one can't go to TikTok.
But now, because I've tilted the camera, for some reason it thinks I'm back there, so it's...
Mm.
Right, that might just be... I might just have to... hold on.
Yourself down again.
Yeah. I just... Whoop. There we go.
She's Mike.
No. So, yeah, I don't know, like, overall, Chapter 4, like, Chapter 3, or Debug 3, not great.
No, I thought it'd be more fun with Dinosaur Stompy Man.
Yeah.
But he is just like a...
He is just shonen protagonist.
But the problem is that he wants to be one. It's not just that he is one, it's that he wants to be one.
Yeah.
And that
like
makes him more cringe.
Yeah, like it's...
He's not just being the hero, he wants to be a hero.
Yeah. Like he's got, like, main character syndrome or something.
Mm.
It's not just that they've written him to be shonen protagonist guy, it's that it's actively in his bio that he's 27 years old and wants to be the hero of the story.
Mm.
He wants... Oh my god, he's Haru. He wants to be a protagonist.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about, really. You said the battle was just big.
Yeah,
Not much stompy. Big.
just Stumpy. Just like AJ. Wait, what? What do you mean, just like me?
I want to be the protagonist, but it's really me!
No, you were the villain of this story. Meg needs some pets.
Always.
No. No pets for Meg.
Aww. Pet me, damn it. Go on, give me some head pats. Give me some head pats.
Right here's my fist, right? This is where Meg actually is. I'm gonna give Meg noogies.
Ow! Joke's on you, I have sticky conditioner in my hair.
No, you don't. Like, I would have to do this.
You're stuck in your box.
Yeah.
You can't get over to me. But I can, Ha! Ha! I can get into your space.
Why are you punching me in the leg?
I don't know. I can get into your space and you can't get into mine.
You say that.
Ha!
You missed.
Pet pat, don't poke me in the eye. I'll run away.
Get back here. Get back here. Reach you back by the hair.
Pulling my hair in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Get out of my chair.
Get off my lap.
Conditioner. Leave-in conditioner. Nothing weird.
Anyway. See? I knew that was going to happen.
That I was going to sit on your lap?
No, that chat was going to have a one-track mind.
Because I said sticky.
Yeah. This episode has so much to talk about. We're getting off track and derailing like immediately. So
we just read a maintenance email. I think we all need a bit of fun.
yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Let me bring up the comments if we've any.
We do. I think we saw some. No, we didn't.
Because we were up to date.
We had cleared them off.
So I want to see if there's anything new that we can do a mailbag segment and then head over to comments, I guess. No, this is comments. Or head over to Discord, I mean.
Look at some art. There's gonna be a meme of me with sticky stuff in my hair.
Don't! Don't!
Is that gonna happen?
Why would you put that out there?
I mean, I'm hoping there's not.
Then don't say it! Don't put things out into the ether you don't want to happen! Yada yada!
I'm into the bucket.
Oh. God damn it. Nope. No, nothing new, because we read those comments out when the stream died.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're all caught up on mailbag stuff then. I guess we'll take a trip over to Discordia. And if that is also a no-go, we get to finish early.
Ooh.
Because I really don't have anything else to, like, stall this out. There's no...
No, there's some pretty art we can look at, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, some of the alternate arts that are coming out for the Cross Wars cards, for the manga, are very cool. I do like that Taiki one.
The really grown-up looking one?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He looks like an adult.
Yeah, you saw that artwork. I was like, why is he an adult?
Yeah. Yuri has not.
No, Kiriha's face is weird on that art, but that could just be
weird as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could just be that on top of the art style.
I wish we had more popcorn. We're never buying that microwavable popcorn again, though.
No.
There is a comment?
Unless Discord is hiding stuff unless YouTube is hiding stuff from me. Or did it just happen? Is it a comment that was just made? Is that what this is? Ew. No?
Where? Are you lying to us to make us look?
Wouldn't be the first time chat's lied to us.
Alpha reviewed it.
It did.
Right. There we go. Absolutely nothing. Did you leave a comment and upset the YouTube gods? One from Cross Wars.
Yeah, we read your comment out about Digimon marrying another girl. We read that on Wednesday when the stream died.
Oh, maybe.
On the when we came back for the second half.
Oh, okay.
So we did read that.
I was gonna
Like
say
I even
maybe.
gave it a little heart react.
I was gonna say maybe it got lost when it was dying. But what if we came back? Yuki said we would never lie.
They lied as easily as they breathed. Oh wait, hold on. No, hold on, mate. Maybe I'm lying as easily as I breathe. So these two comments are from when the stream died.
Okay.
These two comments are from the Stitch Together re-upload.
Ah.
So Yuki said, "Yay, new episode." And Desmond, "We have our most powerful enemy yet. Digimon marrying another girl. Would he learn consent as a thing? Also, Doggomon is real and caused chaos in the podcast." Yeah, he did.
You still out there?
No. He's gone back to bed.
Just glared at my Henry Hoover.
Glare at Henry. Henry's a good boy. Henry's got the good suck.
You're telling me not to say the word sticky? Oh, you're gonna regret that.
Which I mean, he's probably the best vacuum cleaner we've ever had.
Don't interrupt me while I'm cleaning my room. Not that kind of breeding. Henry from Tamers? Oh no.
Oh no. No, definitely not that kind of Henry. Definitely not. Put the child away, please.
You're just tiny now.
Yeah, that's how I feel. This is how I feel.
Right, should we look at Discord?
Oh, I suppose we should.
Oh no.
Oh, someone made a Lugamon furry. Look at this cute.
I'd love to put
Oh yeah.
Nemo Vision back on.
So we have this cute.
That's adorable.
Isn't it? They got the art style down really well.
Ooh.
Chaperomon looking very menacing.
Yeah. It's really
Also,
good.
her basket is biting her hand.
It is. These are my sandwiches.
And then we have a very casual looking one.
What's going on with her? I see a bum bag?
I think so.
Or fanny pack for the Americans.
I think so. But like,
It looks like she's winding.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It looks like she's churning out these jelly monzaimon. And the juicy here, I'm just getting juicy couture vibes. Like, should that be on the back? Like, is that strapped to her arse?
Yeah.
Someone made sprites for Elizamon, Shellmon, and Marine Bullmon.
Okay.
Which is like Yao's adult level, and people have really taken to it. Marissa
Yeah.
art.
That's cute.
Loose art.
Ooh.
And then art of someone did art of Rena as Athena from Saint Seiya, and I was just like, yeah. As one comment said, Pegasus Mon fantasy.
Is that?
That's the mega level for Marine Bullmon.
Oh, for a second I thought it was someone's like fake Digimon based on Primarina.
No, this will turn into this. We've seen the
Okay.
cards already. Might take a sec. I swear it's an OBS issue. OBS must take so many more resources to just run over Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
And that's why the streams are all, that's why the podcast streams in particular are so bleh compared to
Yeah.
like just Twitch streams.
It's weird because it's presenting as an internet issue, but I'm wondering, just is it a RAM issue?
Could be like a. So, this is what this is what Yao's Shellmon turns into. Sorry, it's perfect level.
Wow.
Marine Bullmon. A
He looked
really
a lot-
good design, isn't
He
it?
looked a lot more round in the sprite. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we won't worry about any of these because we'll be reading the comic. And then that turns into this thing.
Really pretty. Like Primarina, Melodic. There's another one. Malugia.
Latios, I was going to say.
Oh yeah, the head. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is called Ryugumon. So, and then there is it. It looks like a Palmon version of a Pokemon, doesn't it?
Palworld.
Palworld. Even.
It's time for bed.
Exorcism of the Sea God.
Mm.
But, yeah, like it looks like a Palworld version of like a Primarina or something.
Mm. Lapras.
Yeah. The three Tamers Perfects are getting Ace versions in Booster 19. We have alt art for Shoutmon EX6.
Shiny.
And I said there's cool, like we've got Omega Shoutmon up here, Zeke Greymon here,
Yeah.
Alter Ballistamon here, Raptor Sparrowmon here, and then Jaeger Darulumon here.
Yeah, there he is. The adult.
And then the Kiria.
He looks really chubby.
Yeah, it's something in the face. It's just, yeah.
The way he's positioned as well, it makes him look like he's kind of... Like, from the waist down, he's skinny, but the rest of him looks like he's just...
And then in memes, we seem to have... Oh, yeah, I'm going to show that one off.
yeah.
So we have this. So someone's already in there. Kyogre fusing with Melodic is Ryukamon.
Yeah.
Then we have the Taichis. So Taichi, lesbian Taichi. Taichi Ultra Pro Max, which only works as a joke if you know that Ultra Pro do card sleeves and binders and things. So that's a funny joke. Possessed Taichi spirits. Taichi if he had courage. The Taichi she tells you not to worry about. Back to the Future Taichi. Hi, gay Taichi. I don't know a lot about you. I haven't finished your season yet. The Taichi who wanted to fuck Agumon. Goo Goo Gaga, let's murder that giant bird. Courage, the cowardly Taichi. No, seriously, what happened to my courage? Fuck it. Might as well lose Agumon. Taichi from Alibaba. Emu, Wish, take your pick.
AliExpress, yeah.
AliExpress, yeah. Take your pick. Biblically accurate Taichi is the favorite one. And just for Ash, no.
No. Oh, lesbian Taichi got me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
We seen this last night, and lesbian Taichi just... I don't know, what was it? What is it about lesbian Taichi that just got
I don't
you?
know, it just...
Is it because he's flaming?
That too, I guess. Oh, it got worse.
No. No. That's rude. Yeah. Sometimes the low effort ones are funny.
Yeah.
Was that you in the Frontier thread?
Yep. Do you like Mon? Or it said no. Like, ugh, why you,
Yeah, I don't remember this tribe of Alekmon at all, let alone the one with the missing eye.
Yeah, I feel like we'd remember him.
And his
Or he'd have,
spear.
he'd have a distinctive voice or something.
Hmm.
Maybe they had an episode and it just got caught.
Possibly.
Then they left him in the ending. I don't know.
Easier to leave it in than draw a new scene, I suppose.
Ugh, an extra episode of Frontier.
I know, right? So I think that is it. We're all
New mention up the top is just me.
mentioning that we were live. Yeah, I figured. Alright, well, that's
No Frontier rewatch. No.
No!
Never. Well, World Mon.
Desmond says, I always thought it was a scrapped episode. So,
Mm.
yeah, so that could be it. They might Sprite drinks.
Kamen Rider Gav reference? Oh, the what's her name? Little Red Riding Hood Mon.
Chaperone?
That's the one. Her with all the gummy bear things. That's a.
Oh, it's a Kamen
Kamen
Rider
Rider
Gav
thing.
reference. I haven't watched Gav, so that one is lost on.
No Frontier rewatch. No. No. My angry face? Oh, it's my sad face.
Maybe in 20 years.
No. No.
When we've had enough
No,
time.
no.
When
No,
we've
no.
had-
No. No. No.
when we've-
No. No. Oh, no, that's a wink. Why did you change it? Where's no? Ah!
No. Stop.
No!
You know, maybe in 20 years we'll
No! No! I refuse! That wink was an accident.
Let's digest the first watch through first. It still
No
lingers.
rewatch.
It still lingers. And
No!
it's painful. Oh. Okay.
My face.
My poor head.
Oh, my head is killing me. I blame that email.
Yeah, it kind of ran on a little long, didn't it?
Yeah, because it was literally just a maintenance email. There was nothing interesting in it.
No.
We could have just scrolled and left it on screen. And yeah, it's a maintenance email. There's some updates. There's some bug fixes. The end.
So I think we'll take this opportunity to finish up a bit earlier than usual.
We are having a double.
Well, that's what I was
this
going to
week,
say.
yeah.
We're going to have a double feature this week, so it's not like you're going to be starved for content this week.
Mm-hmm.
So on Wednesday, we're going to be watching Digimon Cross Wars episodes 22 and 23.
Well, Young Hunters.
Young Hunters 22 and 23. Yeah. And then on Thursday, we're going to be watching Young Hunters 24 and 25 to finish the show, and then we'll be doing our rankings, our final thoughts, discussions, all of that stuff, and then seeing where it ranks among the hierarchy of the rankings we've put in place so far.
Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like if we should do it out of curiosity, actually.
What?
Include it in, just make a new page and put the Cross Wars as a whole. See how much it brings the show down. The final season.
Yeah, that's a fun thought. I'm gonna show you something.
Oh?
I really hope it doesn't skew the rankings, right?
Oh, you've done the math.
I've been doing the math for Cross Wars Hunters, just so we didn't have to do the calculations later. Just the tabs were ready to go. Yes, our final favorite characters are us. So let me just bring this up on screen for the chat. So currently, Hunters is sitting at a 2.86 and a 2.76. Currently. So I really don't know how the final 4 episodes are going to influence this. There is a good chance it might push it over to like a 3.05 or a 2.94 or something for you. Depending on how much we like these 4 episodes.
I like the name of the last one.
Burn up Tagiru. Yeah, that's a fun episode title, isn't it? But let me.
Was Dinosaur in that episode?
But I have the sheet for where we are currently.
Better than Frontier so far.
So far, yeah. Hunters is somehow better than Frontier at this point. Probably because there's less episodes to average.
Yeah. Probably. Oh, yeah, if this was a full-length show of its own. Oof.
So let me.
'Cause you...
That's why I wanted to bring this one up.
Ah.
So I just want to. Oh, this one is zoomed in. What the? No, that's the Hunter's one. This one. So let me just zoom in here. We don't need to worry about the movies because Crosswords doesn't have one. So this is where we stand right now with the rankings for each anime. And yeah, somehow our favorite Final Strike, our favorite, Jesus. So somehow Hunters is currently better than Frontier. Again, I think it's just because there's less episodes to average off. 25 versus 50 is a bit of a...
Yeah.
So, like, it's to average it out almost again, you'd almost have to cut the final score in half to see where it ranks out against fully fledged shows, rather than this just being like half of a season.
That's why I was saying it would be interesting to see where, because my Crosswords is currently what, 4.06?
Yeah.
So if we included the 25
Hunters episodes
in that score
to see what Crosswords like overall would be. Yeah, we can do that. You finally caught up with the Liberator comic? Nice.
We all caught up now?
No, we have not read 6-1.
Okay.
And when we next week, then 6-2 will be out, but we'll be doing Debug 4.
Okay.
And then after we come back from break, 7-1 will be out. So we'll be doing, yeah, we have to work out what way we're doing the debugs, and then 6 and 7. But we'll get there. Unless we swap out the Sunday of the week we come back for chapter 6, and then do Debug 4 while we're waiting for chapter 7 to complete. But the debugs are like they're every 3 months or something, so we'll get caught up sooner than later.
Yeah.
My initial plan now, because we're going to be doing Adventure 99 and Adventure 2020 together, is we'll only be doing Liberator like once a month to catch up on like this 7-1 and 7-2, just for argument's sake. And then if it turns into a longer stretch that it drags out because there's more novel or there's more comic, that's just how it's going to be. You know, we'll we'll just have to work it out. Like once a month we do Liberator as in its full chapter, and then when the new debugs come out, I genuinely don't know. When the new debugs come out, we'll worry about that then. We'll see how far we are into 99 and 2020 and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be interesting going back to Adventure.
yeah.
What's going to be really fun is trying to see me keep up with which one is which.
Oh, you reckon you'll like conflate the stories, do you?
Possibly.
But wait, didn't Tai Chi do that thing like... Oh, wait. That's all you're going to hear out of me. You know my memory.
Valid. So yeah.
Like, when did we finish Frontier? And I've only noticed now that the Elecmon didn't show up.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't notice either, so... And I haven't noticed that for 20 years, so... I don't think it's that big of a... You know?
And my brain finally went, hey!
There.
Move me over.
Yeah, to accurately get this, hold on.
Oh no, I'm in front of you. Won't matter. My source is in front of yours.
There. Yeah, whatever.
Just pat the back of my head.
There we go. your chair. So guys, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Short and sweet. You know, again, you're going to get a double, technically triple feature out of us next week.
Yeah.
So that's going to, you know, so that'll more than make up for how short run this week's is. But again, Debug 3 didn't really leave us with a whole lot to talk about.
No.
And there wasn't really a whole lot of like news that we could get you caught up on, like just with what's going on like in our own day to day. So our day to day has
talk
been
about the convention?
I think we did, yeah, on Wednesday for Hunters, yeah. We talked about the con, but like, you know, since then I've been sick and we've had dog.
Yeah, I can't do anything because dog.
Yeah.
It's like having... Actually, it's easier to have baby. Because you can put baby in playpen.
It was a dino disappointment. Yeah, I think... Well, I agree with Meg, because it was like a big fiery dinosaur, hot-blooded shonen character. I was expecting a lot more just... I guess I was expecting it to be a lot more anime. For whatever sense that might make.
Rather than normal people plus a guy who wishes he was in anime.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
It felt like that one guy at a con who thinks he's a character.
You mean every convention's annoying Deadpool? But yeah, I think we'll leave it there for now. So, guys, we'll see you Wednesday for episodes 22 and 23 of Hunters, Thursday for 24 and 25, and then again on Sunday for Debug 4, which frees up our debugs before we move into Liberator Chapter 6 full. Yao versus Shoto.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look forward to it, because we certainly are.
That was hinted in this. I liked that.
Yeah, I do like that they called back to it, so it's awesome. Take care of yourselves, everybody. We love and appreciate each and every one of you.
Love you.
You are valid, you are important. Go out there and be good people. Make us proud. See you all soon. And, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you can wave.
Bye.
Done.